Ian Garry versus Carlos Prates will not be close. It really will not be close. And I'm here to tell you why. I just want you to know, okay, that I'm going to call this fight perfectly. And I know I'm being cocky right now, but I just feel so confidently that this fight will go two ways only. Two ways only. Either Ian Garry wins by decision in a very, very boring fight, or Carlos Prates finishes this fight within 3 rounds. I don't see it any other way than those two conclusions for this fight. And I'll tell you what, the most likely conclusion for this fight will be Ian Garry winning by decision. And the reason I say that is because Ian Garry, this man has been taking no risk on defeat lately. His last few fights, no risk at all. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I want you to think about this. Shavkat, as of right now, is the most dangerous fighter he has fought. But Carlos Prates will be the most dangerous on the feet that he has fought. So people think Ian Garry will take a risk against literally the most dangerous fighter he has fought in. Like this is where he's going to take risk against Carlos freaking Prates. That's not happening. We're gonna see a smudge fest against the cage, boys. I'll tell you right now. Look, I see a little possibility of him submitting Prates, but I don't know if he can do it. I just believe that he will just smother him against the cage, and it's gonna be a boring fight. But Prates can knock him out. I like I said, Ian Garry smother fist decision or Carlos Prates knockout within 3 rounds. But I just don't see Ian Garry letting Carlos Prates do that to him on the feet. And if you guys remember correctly, Carlos Prates versus Neil Magny. Neil Magny, he was holding him against the cage for a good minute. And that's Neil Magny we're talking about, boys. That is Neil Magny. And don't get me wrong, like I'm basically talking down a little bit on Ian Garry about he's gonna smother him against the cage. This man has good striking. He could stand with Carlos Prates. He could. It's not like he's outmatched on the feet. He is not outmatched. But Ian Garry is not going to take risks, especially after he just lost. He's not taking risk, boys, and he knows that. He knows he can't take risk, because if he keeps losing, it's gonna look very, very bad, and he knows he can't do that. He's not gonna take risk on this fight. Mark my words. Now, I want to talk about Ian Garry's last few wins, right? He won against Michael Page. What does Michael Page and Carlos Prates have almost in common? Because I wouldn't say in common. Michael Page is the best striker in the UFC. He is. This man's is. He just simply is. Like you literally can't argue against that. You literally can't. This man is just too fast on the feet. His entries are just too clean. His space management is absolutely phenomenal. Michael Page is the best striker in the UFC. And what did Ian Garry have to do to win this fight? Make it a boring one. And I don't even have to say what he did to make it a boring one. You guys already know what he did to make it a boring one. I don't even have to say the word, okay? Because you guys know. And what is Carlos Prates known for? Exactly my point. Ian Garry, we're about to see a very hype fight be a very boring fight. I'm telling you right now. I'm calling it right now. Look, boys, Ian Garry has been there with the best, okay? Don't let that little record 8-1, 15-1 record fool you. He has a lot of experience already, boys. This man has been trained, has trained with Shavkat, literally fought with Shavkat, been there with the best striker, boys, in the UFC. He has a lot more experience than a 21-6 Carlos Prates. He does. You're telling me Neil Magny, Jing Liang, Charles Racktech, Trevin Giles, Mitch Ramirez. Oh, well, I guess he's in the contender seat, but I'll just put him in there. Mitch Ramirez can stack up with this right here. No, just these two alone is enough for his entire collection. It's basically enough. Boys, don't be stupid if you're betting. I don't want you to lose money, boys. Ian Garry will dominate this fight in a way that people are gonna call it boring, and that's what is that simple. It really is that simple. In my opinion, Ian Garry will win by decision. But I can also see him submitting Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates' hype is so high right now that is making people literally blind, like quite literally blind. I just don't. Can I see the odds on this? Actually, let's see the odds on this. Near even, boys. This shouldn't be close, guys. Ian Garry just had a very close fight against Shavkat. This man was supposed to be fighting in UFC 315 against Bilal, boys. And you think a Carlos Prates, number 14 in the welterweight division, is going to really give him problems? Are you guys serious right now? This is no. No. And I gave you guys a possibility of Carlos Prates finishing him in the third round to not be that disrespectful to Carlos Prates, because I feel like he is a dangerous fighter for Ian Garry. But Ian Garry is not just going to let him do what he does best, and that is stand. That is not happening, boys. No matter how many Carlos Prates fans think that he's going to make him stand with him, that is not happening. That Fighting Nerds hype is absolutely incredible. You know, I absolutely love these fighters, but I'm not going to get blindsided by this. Like, what is this? What are these odds? Bro, I'm telling you, these bettors are like doing something to the odds, because there's no way this should be close. What is happening? This is a trap, boys. I'm telling you right now. This is a trap if you're betting. Ian Machado Garry all the way. If I had to bet my freaking life on it, I would put it on Ian Machado Garry. That's how confident I am right now. I really am, man. And that's it. That's literally it. Look, I'm gonna do a full card prediction on my next video, but I just wanted to talk about, like, this will not be close. This will not be close. Ian Garry will win almost every single round against Carlos Prates. Even if you don't like the way he's going to fight that night, that's just the way it's going to happen. But with that being said, I'm going to be ending it there. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Leave a like. Hit that sub button so you don't miss any more MMA content. And with that being said, I'll see everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.